Black philanthropy is part of our soul. It freed slaves via the Underground Railroad. It created the Black Masons fraternity with pooled resources, advancing equality in 1775. It built one of the country's most prestigious medical institutions, Homer G. Phillips Hospital. It fueled the civil rights movement and leaders in the valley like Tuskegee Airman Lincoln Ragsdale Sr., who helped break the color barrier in countless industries. It established one of the largest historically Black colleges, Tuskegee University. Former slaves first planted it in a church.
Went down to the river Jordan, where John...
Rooted in the Black church, philanthropy is our tradition, but somehow we lost our story in Arizona.
We don't talk about it enough. We don't talk about what we've done to influence the lives of our own people, let alone all people. As a scientist and as a physician, I could talk about one person in particular named George Washington Carver, who did so much for the world, but got so little respect for it and so little acknowledgement. Well, that's just been our history. Lots of times Blacks and African Americans have been so into philanthropy that no one even knew about, that when people found out that, oh gosh, that hospital was opened up because of these doctors that got together, these African American businessmen that got together, or this school, this university was started like that, they get there in awe. When really, in fact, that's been the way that we've been doing business for hundreds of years. And so philanthropy is a part of life to me. Giving back to my community is about why I do what I do.
That philosophy gave birth to a vision by influential donors at the Arizona Community Foundation.
Well, when I started working with Gene and Betty Fairfax, they are well-known philanthropists here in Arizona. They instilled in me the idea that the Black folks in Arizona are very generous, have always been community-minded, have always wanted to engage in projects that helped the youth, seniors, and just the community at large. And there was just really no organized way of doing that. We can rely on government only so much. We need to rely upon ourselves, and that's the message that both Gene and Betty instilled in me. So through my involvement with the Arizona Community Foundation, it became very evident that what we needed was a movement. What we needed was engagement on a higher level.
The Black Philanthropy Initiative helps donors strategize giving. Problems that seem insurmountable for one donor become a workable solution through collective talent and giving.
We're not a social service. We're not a social club. We're not a fraternity. We're not a sorority. We are philanthropists. We are giving to those interests and needs in the community. Every organization, especially in our community, has tremendous needs. They may find themselves where their program is expanding, but they don't have the money for that expansion. Our dollars can help them to expand. We can help to leverage other organizations to provide that assistance.
BPI partnered with the Burton Family Foundation to fund a 6-campus HBCU tour for 40 African American students at Phoenix Union High School District.
It was my first time in an airplane. I've only been Arizona, Mississippi, and that's it. Never been anywhere else in my whole life.
BPI believes in giving Black students access.
It was like, because I've always been here, it was like...
Opportunity, hope.
It made a huge difference. I've been accepted to Mississippi Valley State University with a full tuition scholarship. And I was grateful that I had the experience because honestly, if I didn't, I probably wouldn't even have considered Mississippi Valley State.
BPI members give because they haven't forgotten.
My family didn't come from much, so we relied on the community really to raise me, to support us when my mom was at work working 2 or 3 jobs, and just really giving back to each other and coming together as a community.
And that circle of giving never ends, but you've got to share the story.
Yes, and so how I talk to the students about it is I say, there are people in our communities that look like us who want to help you be better in life and want to help you be more resilient. And I say, these people have never met you, but they believe in you and they know that you can overcome all the trauma you've experienced. And then I take it further and I say, we want to get to a point where you can then do the same thing.
And once you see the collective impact,
it's that emotional feeling. It's that feeling to know that you have made a difference, and that difference isn't just because you said you would make a difference. It's that difference because you've done it. And not only have you done it, you've seen the results.
And how you've helped us. I mean, we were able to basically service 236 kids based on your grant. That's an amazing thing when you look at our capacity.
Without Black Philanthropy Initiative, I could not do what I do. That's just the bottom line. We need collectively our community to chip in to make sure that we create a pathway and a future for our students in terms of science, technology, engineering, the arts, and mathematics.
We're in it for the long haul. So what people need to understand is that if we aren't taking care of Black people now, then 40 years from now in Arizona, Black folks will struggle with the same struggles we're struggling with now, right? So the long term is the vision of the BPI. It's looking out 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. White Arizona already does that for itself. We need to do it for us.
As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat.
So try looking generations ahead to support the Black community. Where would we be today had we all been working together to do that all along? But it's not too late, because you're a philanthropist and you can't forget where you came from.
A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top.
Who paved the way, who fought for you, and continues to plant the seeds.
On the wind, you know.
Forever give back. For every day. My grandmother used to always say this, for every day that God gives you the ability to breathe, He has given you the gift of life. You are to show your appreciation and give that back.
And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change.